Good morning, Crystal from the Raindance Ranch. This is the week after Thanksgiving 2021, and I didn't do a Wednesday walkabout last week, so I gotta do one this week. And here's what's going on. So I keep knocking over my balanced rocks. And these are particularly challenging, probably intermediate rocks to work with. And I'm getting pretty good at balancing them in different ways, but kind of the same way. There's a very limited amount of ways you can balance them because of the way they're shaped. So this is a fun exercise to do. Just, I don't know how to explain it, but there's something about balance when you exercise balance in other ways, like in play or physically yourself with your body. It supports health. I'm not sure, I can't remember the details about it, but yeah, it's a good exercise. So I'm kind of happy with my flowers right now. I mean, nothing looks amaze balls over here, but I kind of am starting to not mind those little brown tips so much on these Nile grass. And this probably could use a trim back, but I'm still finding it very charming. And I think it's good to let plants just do their thing and see what they do without interference. Because maybe you'll like the effect, or you'll know how to use the effect mixed with other plants. So that's sort of like one of my, I think that's a more intermediate or advanced, probably more intermediate design concept with plants anyways. If you know what the plants do generally, if you don't do anything with them, then that helps you decide how you want to deal with them. But the same kind of concept holds true, I think, for any all-purpose general design discussion about theory. I don't know. Oh God. Okay, well anyways, let's look at the awesome flowers. I'm just so loving those red flowers right there. Those I grew from seed, and they're called Dreams Red Petunia. I absolutely love them. And these up here are Raspberry Ice petunias that I grew from seed as well. And that pot came from my neighbor Jay, and that was his mother's, and she's an awesome woman, and I'm so thrilled to have that thing, and I think it's so pretty. So yeah, I'm just happy with everything that's going on here, but I'm not going to analyze the whole thing. I did in the last sometime in the last week really. I think I did it right before Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving. I had these candles, and they're all like melted and cattywampus, which I don't necessarily mind. But right now the weather's pretty cool, and so I put them out here, and at night I turn them on and I put them in the plants. And I haven't really figured out a way that I really like it. I'm playing around with it right now. And then they sit on the chair during the day because I have to manually click them on and off, so it's just easier to leave them out in between. But hopefully this says to people, do not sit on me, because this chair I picked up on the side of the road, and you can't sit in it, it's broken. But I thought I could reinforce it and maybe use it as a plant stand, or it's just a like a decoy, like those beds. If you weren't a kid in America and you didn't go to one of those stores where they had those fake beds and they had them all made up, and you just wanted to like jump on them and lay on them, and you did, and you found out they were like rocks, Yeah, that's what this chair is. All right, so that's enough of this section. I don't know if I focused in on this, but here, this is my message for the day. And pretty soon, this door is gonna get painted aqua, like very soon, because I can't take it anymore. It's ugly. The way this door looks, it's dirty. And I just don't feel like it matching the rest of the house says, look at how cute I am. It just needs to be painted. And I sure would love to do something about all this. But that's the least of my worries. So this container here is looking amazing. Like, it's just happy. And I do come out and deadhead it because I come out and look at it every day, and it's like, well, while I'm here admiring its beauty, I will pick off a couple of dead flower heads because it just makes the plant look a little better. I don't know, most of these that I bought were like, you don't have to deadhead kind of flowers, but I don't remember which ones were which, and I just like to keep it clean ASAP, and it really makes a difference in my opinion. And I love coming out and looking at them, so I mean, while I'm out looking at them, it's a no-brainer. I love, anyways, it's just a no-brainer for me to deadhead. But again, I don't have like a whole yard full of them. So one of the things I'm going to be doing with this container is taking a photo of it for my sales. For sales. And oh, look at how beautiful. I do turn it a little bit because I have these dianthus here that just look beautiful, and I want to have them get a little more light. So, and I might turn it like this and keep it like this for a couple days, and then I'll turn it around just to let these kind of show, the red side show and get more light as well. But it sure looked good in that angle with the purples. I love it. I actually really like this angle right here a lot. Coming up on it, I think with all the purple in the front and the red kind of coming in the back, and then if you did happen to walk over here, you see the other flowers right there, the dianthus. Now, how nice would it have been had I filled that all in? I was thinking I would do something different with it, but we won't get into that. These guys, I don't know. I'm not happy with the way they look. I need to put them on the back patio. I said that probably in the last video, and I still haven't done it. It's just this area now, it kind of looks cool with these viney things, to tell you the truth, but I gotta get rid of them. I don't know. Maybe I'll just live with them and just let them do this. Live with them for a little while and cut them back. Because look at how cool that actually looks with that pot. Now that pot I got at on the side of the road, and it's broken, and it's actual clay. It's broken. And I was thinking that I would just, bury the bottom of it into the ground. Oh, I think that would look so good right there. Yeah, so okay, So here's how everything's looking. This looks good. This one is the Happy Slappy plant compared to the other one. Let's go look at the other one. This is my Tacoma Sparky. This one, it seems fine. It's just not flowering, and it doesn't seem as vigorous. It's just not growing like the other one actually grew a little bit. I don't know, maybe not. They just flowered. But the other one is protected more, and apparently these are probably frost sensitive and they may die back. But I'm gonna try to cover this one, and then that one I'm gonna leave, maybe. Yeah, because I can't cover everything. This guy, I'm going to leave him. This guy I'm gonna cover. And I'll probably cover that one just because I really, if I can, I'll cover the foxtail. And I think the rest of these will be okay. I need to cut back on watering. Probably no water until Christmas. Except for this, and these will need water. Oh my gosh, look at my beautiful. Oh, this makes me so happy. My beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little aloe vera. I would have to say that this is my favorite. It's not aloe vera, it's an aloe. This is the, why can't I read it? I just recently, I don't know, they're so amazing. Look at how beautiful that one is. But look at how beautiful this is. I mean, is that not just absolutely beautiful right there? I'm sorry, I can't hold this still. That little baby over there. That's his little baby. I think there was one name that I thought this was, and it wasn't aloe blush, but I think it could be aloe blush, but I'm wondering if it's too dark for blush. I don't know, but it does have that aloe blush look. But there's another one that looks similar to it, and I think this one is that, but I don't know. That's the thing with aloes. I'm really bummed. I do know the name. This one I'm pretty sure is Snowstorm, but you know, neither one of these did I get the correct name for them. And that one is a purple people eater, and that one I'm sure is a purple people eater. So anyway, I mean, this thing is just looking amazing. I just couldn't be happier with this. Walking out and looking at this every day. Yeah. So worth all the effort. Oh my God. And this little conglomeration's looking pretty good. I planted some bulbs and seeds. Don't ask me what right now. I cannot remember for the life of me what I did now. I hope I made a video about it or wrote it down. Everything has just been crazy. So we've still got leaves on the trees. I think in January they lose their leaves for like 2 months, and they might only partially lose their leaves. So yeah, not much is going on back here, just status quo. Haven't really been getting much done, but just trying to make sure everything's taken care of. I did decide, though, where I want to put my parking bumper stopper thing or majigger. I don't know what you call it. Like, you know, when you go to a parking lot and there's that piece of concrete that's like a little block, like right in front of where you would park. I'm gonna put something like that here with some of the materials I have. I don't know what I'm gonna do it out of, but I think I want it to be like right here, maybe just a little bit past where that is, just a little bit, but this general vicinity. This is the closest it could be to the street and be a comfortable park for pretty much anybody. So this will just be a designated parking spot. And then there will be some kind of a bumper right there. And then beyond that, there's gonna be palm trees. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and let both these bad boys ride. These are little volunteer palm trees. If you live in Phoenix, you are highly likely to get palm tree volunteers. And they're really easy to pull when they're young. Like if I wanted to pull either one of these up right now, it'd be pretty easy. This guy might be at the point already where you're gonna need a weed stick or something. That guy you could probably pull out by hand. But I usually catch them when they're just barely out of the ground a lot of times. Or you see them like that and then you're like, oh look, there it is. Then you get it. But it needs to be done if you don't want palm trees growing, because they will grow and they don't need water usually. It's crazy. They just live on rain. Now, I'm a little undecided with what I'm going to do here. I'm supposed to be putting a red bird of paradise, and I was thinking I would do something different, but now I'm back on the red bird of paradise. But I also think I want to do a giant hesperalo. So I don't know if I've ever talked about that, but that's the plan for over here. Oh, I wish I could just stop the world and get this done today. But I have a bunch of plants that I have to go, that I need to pot up, some cuttings and pups and stuff that I've collected over the last month, and they just need to be addressed. But that's the cool thing about working with these succulents, a lot of these succulents, is you can just lay them there, and they usually live for quite a while, a lot of them. But there's others that, not so much. Certain plants. Oops. Let's go up here. Let's take a look at the Tacoma. Sparkies. There we go, Tacoma Sparkies. Okay, these are just beautiful. I love them. Crystal from the Dance Ranch. When it rains, go out and dance.